What if I told you the fortune you're looking for already exists, first, inside your mind? While many believe money comes only from hard work or luck, Napoleon Hill proved that the real factory of wealth is mental. But this isn't about magical thinking, it's the practical science of desire, discipline, and creative energy. In this video, you'll discover how to reprogram limiting beliefs, attract invisible opportunities, and turn every impulse into fuel for real prosperity. Today many promise that just picturing a new car or a fat bank account will change your life. But Napoleon Hill never preached magical thinking. He said imagination is the spark, not the engine. Visualization matters because it creates a mental picture that guides the subconscious. Yet by itself, that mental map is like a blueprint without a building, beautiful on paper but useless in reality. The real power lies in uniting mind and action. Hill taught that burning desire and a definite plan are essential, reminding us that wealth requires movement. It's like planting a seed, you can picture the tree, but you must water, fertilize, and protect it. An entrepreneur who envisions a thriving company must also set measurable goals, create products, test pricing, and adjust strategy to turn the vision into reality. The secret is to let visualization fuel discipline. Step by step, the mental image gains substance and attracts resources, partners, customers, opportunities. This blend of faith and work is what separates real results from wishful fantasies. And here comes the next key, reprogramming limiting beliefs so the mind stops sabotaging action and starts reinforcing every move toward abundance. Every mind stores invisible phrases that act like locks. Money is dirty, rich people lose their soul, I wasn't born for this. These beliefs are silent viruses blocking any attempt to prosper. Hill said dominant thoughts shape destiny. So if your subconscious repeats scarcity, no plan will stick, the mind will cancel the effort before it starts. Reprogramming is like updating your life's operating system. Start by noticing automatic phrases about money, work, and success. Replace them with opposite, empowering statements and read them aloud, morning and night. Hill recommended writing out goals in detail and repeating them until the new belief became second nature, reconfiguring your expectation of wealth. Over time, the brain runs on a new frequency. What once seemed impossible feels natural. Opportunities that used to go unnoticed start to appear because you no longer reject them out of habit. It's like opening a window long shut. With this mindset of abundance in place, the next step unfolds naturally, discovering the mental habits of millionaires and putting them into daily practice. He'll notice that millionaires think differently long before they have money. He found mental patterns that create a magnetic field for wealth, having a definite purpose, cultivating positive thought, and staying open to new ideas. These habits aren't luck, they're daily training, like strengthening a muscle. Other habits complete the list: quick decision-making, unshakable persistence, leadership, and practical imagination. Spend 15 minutes a day brainstorming real solutions, not just dreaming but outlining strategies. Hill saw this as a mental laboratory where fortunes are drafted before they exist physically. When these 7 habits become automatic, opportunities multiply. It's not magic, it's alignment of desire, thought, and action. You start to notice contacts, ideas, and deals that were always there but invisible before. And once your mind is trained to detect opportunities, the next natural step emerges, learning to turn every rejection into fuel for success. Every great creator has heard a firm no before shining. Hill repeated that every failure carries the seed of an equivalent benefit. Thomas Edison failed thousands of times before lighting a bulb. Walt Disney was fired for lack of creativity. The secret isn't avoiding rejection, it's using it as raw material. Each no reveals an adjustment, a lesson, a new angle closer to the win. Hill taught that defeats are dress rehearsals for success. Instead of quitting, the real winner gathers data from each fall. An entrepreneur denied funding, for example, gains feedback more valuable than the capital lost. Rejection becomes radar, pointing out flaws in the plan, weak points in the pitch, and opportunities hidden in criticism. This mindset changes everything. No stops being a sentence and becomes fuel. Every obstacle faced with persistence strengthens conviction and attracts allies who respect determination. And once you learn to dance with rejection, the next move appears, activating the mind to capture invisible opportunities, using the mechanics of definite thinking to turn intuition into tangible success. For Hill, definite thinking wasn't just clarity of goal, it was an invitation for ideas and coincidences to line up on your behalf. He compared the mind to an antenna. When you decide exactly what you want, you start picking up information and connections you used to miss. Like buying a new car and suddenly spotting the same model everywhere. The streets didn't change, your mental frequency did. To activate this reception, practice is key. Write your chief goal daily, read it aloud, close your eyes and see every detail as if it's already real. Throughout the day, jot down intuitions, meetings, and strange coincidences. Hill called this infinite intelligence working behind the scenes. A sudden idea in the shower or an unexpected invitation often isn't pure chance. This mechanism may feel mystical, but it's deeply practical. By maintaining focus, you train the brain to filter data and create quick connections. What we call insight or luck is often just this antenna at work. And once the mind is used to receiving and acting, the next step is natural, building a network of minds in harmony. A true mastermind that amplifies these invisible opportunities into concrete results. Few people know that Hill devoted an entire chapter of Think and Grow Rich to sexual transmutation. He saw sexual energy as one of the most potent forces in human nature, the same that drives passion, creativity, and achievement. Misused, it leads to anxiety or addiction. But when channeled, it becomes fuel for business, art, and innovation. Transmutation means redirecting. Instead of wasting energy on momentary impulses, you convert it into focus, discipline, and vision. For example, turning moments of strong inspiration or desire into sessions of writing, strategic planning, or product creation. History's great innovators often sublimated these impulses into world-changing works. This process is not mystical, it's neurochemistry applied. The same hormones that spark passion also activate brain regions for motivation and creativity. Hill taught that mastering this force is like having a private power plant. When you learn to turn desire into productive action, you reach the final stage of the journey, making persistence and self-mastery a way of life that feeds lasting wealth. Now it's your move. Among the 6 secrets we explored, which will you apply first? Will you start by reprogramming beliefs, creating a mastermind group, or channeling your own creative energy? Share in the comments the action you'll take today. Your decision might inspire someone else to break free. If this video opened your eyes to how the mind creates wealth, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Each week we'll bring new insights to help you think bigger, act smarter, and build a life of true prosperity.